Hi and welcome to Geekology at the cinema. I'm David.
I'm Sven.
And today you join us at Odeon Cinemas at Broadway Plaza where we've just finished watching Alien Covenant. So Sven, this is going to be interesting. You like the films,
I certainly like the first two.
but you haven't read the various books and comics.
No, I've got no back history of
Well, I've
anything
got
other than this.
Tons of back history, video games, the comics, the books, even the role-play games.
Yes.
Okay, how do you think this film fitted in with your idea of the universe?
Without trying to give away any spoilers.
Without trying to give away spoilers.
It doesn't fit at all into anything remotely being what I thought this would develop into, especially after Prometheus. I'm assuming everybody who's watching this review has seen Prometheus.
Oh yeah, you can spoil Prometheus to your heart's content.
With the suggestion that this virus was created by the creators, and you get the general idea the creators created humans as a slave race, but it's not actually said on screen or anything, but that's kind of the idea. So they're into genetic manipulation, and this virus was perhaps a control mechanism. And then you have that alien, or almost alien-like creature appearing towards the end of Prometheus, don't you? And it was a case of, in our head, in my head at least, it was getting from that version of the alien to what we see in Alien, the first film. And I thought that this was going to be the bridge between those two.
Which in some respects...
It is. But it goes off on a weird tangent that makes very little... Well, it makes an awful lot of sense in one way and yet puts me off completely in another.
Okay.
But trying to explain that without spoiling it is really difficult. This film doesn't feel like it comes to a conclusion either, properly. Which suggests there has to be another step between this and Alien, filling gaps in a narrative. Yeah. Where are you coming from with this? Because I get the feeling that the backstory that was originally accepted as canon and has now been thrown out the window.
Okay, so first of all, I thought the special effects were great.
Yeah. Production values are definitely.
As a movie, very interesting, very good.
Yeah.
Lots of bits I enjoyed. Towards the end of it, I lost my joy for this film very quickly into it when I started to see where the plot was going.
Yeah.
Because, and I'm not going to say because it didn't fit in with the version of the canon in my head. I'm going to say it didn't fit in with the version of the canon anything. It took a really strange tangent that throws away quite a lot of a wonderful backstory that has been built up by many people over the years. Now, I know you can argue that the books and the comics and all the rest of it are not part of the film franchise. But I would argue that definitely Prometheus and this, that they don't fit in with the franchise at all anyway. Because, okay, yes, you have a version of the Xenomorph, but that's the only way it ties in with the... Okay, all right,
See,
yeah,
the problem is I can see there being a step in between Alien Covenant and Alien to make everything fit together.
Oh, you could probably fit in 2 or 3.
Oh, yeah. But none of that will ever fit with anything else.
It's not going to gel well.
No. But I can see a cause to effect going from Prometheus through Alien Covenant, Aliens, Alien 3, Alien Resurrection, as long as
call it Cube. Alien Cube. It's Alien Cube. But yes.
But there's definitely a missing link in between Alien Covenant and Alien. But which, because in a way, Alien Covenant kind of takes a step away from the narrative, because we saw the space jockey in Prometheus, which was the link to Alien, the original Alien film. So we're going to go back to that planet? I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's going to be no shock to anybody that this is set on the creator's homeworld, because that's what they said at the end of Prometheus, we're going to the creator's homeworld. But it didn't unlock any of the story about the creators at all.
No.
In no way, shape or form. It was all a strange tangent that they went off on, which, whilst entertaining in its own right, wasn't particularly entertaining as part of this movie franchise.
It's difficult because it's well written, it's well
It
acted.
is, I'm not disputing that.
The performances, the everything about the film. If this was a standalone film...
Would be great.
It would be great.
But as part of this franchise...
Part of Alien?
As I said, I watched it, and the whole way through I was like, oh, okay, all right, I'll go with that. But when we hit the last stretch, I was really gutted. And they did stick to a lot of the formulas that have worked well for the Alien films. I just didn't enjoy it. I just didn't enjoy it.
The question is did you not enjoy it because you know so much about the Alien franchise, or was it because the film was poor? I would suggest it's not because the film was
No, the film was fine. But I didn't enjoy this film in the exact same way that I hated Alien vs Predator.
Yeah.
It was like, what did you do with my story? No! So, I'm... I mean, we both agree, the film itself, the writing, the acting, the special effects, all those key ingredients, it's all there.
Yeah.
It just didn't make it for me.
See, we think we're going to have to give this two scores each, because as a standalone film, or indeed as a sequel to Prometheus, it's very, very good.
Okay, I'll accept that.
But in the overall Alien arc, it doesn't make an awful lot of sense.
Okay, so if
Maybe.
I hadn't thought about giving it 2 scores. If I was going to score it as a standalone movie, which, to be fair, you could have that as a standalone film, because although it's hinted towards things in the past, it covered that in the storyline anyway, so that's fine. So if it was a standalone film and didn't have a whole lot of history behind and in front, it would get a 4.
Yeah.
It'd get a 4.
4 out of 5 film, as it is. But trying to weave it into...
2.5.
Yeah. It's difficult.
Yeah.
It's difficult. It'd be interesting to see what another film would do to try and tie up this into Alien. But at the moment, it's like Prometheus was this close to Alien, and it's gone back here for Alien Covenant, and you're like,
Prometheus was way over this side of this.
well, no, because at least you got the link to the
But you can
certain
argue
things. You could
space
see
ships.
where they were going, and suddenly it's got off at a weird angle. And you're like,
Okay, so what would your score actually be?
I would go with the 4 as a standalone film, as it is with me trying to work out what they're doing, and that being a distraction. It's a 3.
Okay.
Because as an Alien film, it feels a bit
Yeah.
weird. It feels a bit off kilter. I'm not sure about it, but as a sequel to Prometheus, it works.
Okay.
And it's a better film than Prometheus.
There are lots of films that are better than Prometheus. Right, well, those are our opinions. We'd love to read your opinions, so please leave them in the comment section below. So we'd like to give a big thank you to Odeon Cinemas at Broadway Plaza. And for our viewers, you can subscribe to us here on YouTube. You can follow us on both Facebook and Twitter. And of course, there's the official Geekology website. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you for Odeon Cinemas for letting us...
Thank you too, Odeon.
Okay, well that about sums it up for our comments. We'd love to read yours, so feel free to leave them below. We'd like to be... for fuck's sake. 3, 2... We'd like to give a big thank you to Odeon Cinemas, and you can subscribe to us here at, oh, for fuck's sake,
Cinemas at
Broadway Plaza.